I'm sorry I haven't posted in the last 2 days. I am moving house at the moment. We have had to leave this accommodation because the landlord is selling this property, and we had until the 31st of January to leave. However, I had some really great support and was allowed to stay until Sunday. So this is me and my son, and I really hope that we revalue on Sunday. That is going to make a huge difference to us. And this will be posted this on the 30th. So the videos I'm uploading is both the 30th and the 31st.
Hi guys, it's Wolver here guys. I'm just off to hospital, got to get my treatment. But just letting you know guys that we are ready, right? I want you guys to get ready because this is definitely coming now. This is not a joke. This is not false intel from Bruce, right? It's definitely now actually here, you might say. All right, so as soon as I get that phone call, well, which will be the green light, that opera will come on. All right, guys, thank you so much for all the support you guys are giving me. All right, take care, guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye. Hi, guys. It's Wolver here, guys. I'm just a bit of rest, guys. Just letting you know, guys, that everything is ready to go. So there's not much info coming through, guys. Okay, I want you guys to relax because this is definitely coming now. All right, so I think I'm not going to mention the date. I think you guys know the date already, right? So no, not the 1st of February. I think the 1st of February today, I think it is. But it's definitely coming. All right, take care, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, guys. As soon as I get that call, that opera will be coming straight away, right? And I'm sure you guys can't wait for that, guys. All right, take care. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I have received some incredibly fantastic news. Now, I can't verify it by boots on the ground. I don't have those kinds of contacts. However, this piece of news comes from one of the highest council members on Venus, who's also on the Galactic Council, Galactic Alliance Council as well, who is overseeing the operations here on Earth. And this is what he told me. Now again, remember, take everything with a grain of salt, because I cannot verify with boots on the ground, okay? I don't have those kinds of contacts with the RV. Medbed's totally different. RV, yeah, not so much. So this is what he said. The last people who could potentially cause problem with the RV, cause problem for us, stop the RV, follow us home, and, take what we receive, and cause havoc with the medbed stuff. The last ones were rounded up about 5 or 6 hours ago. They, and today I think is the 31st of January. It's Friday, and it's now 20 to 6. So that's all done. So he said Earth is now free. We are free to freely revalue the currencies. We are free to roll out the medbeds in safety, or as safe as you can get. He said, of course, you're still going to have your everyday criminals, your pickpockets and your scammers and all of that. So just be careful. Just take, normal precautions. Don't do anything stupid to draw attention to yourself. But have fun and enjoy. Now, he said that there are 19 currencies that will be revalued and used in the redemption appointments. Okay, he didn't name the currencies at all, but we pretty much know most of them anyway, or at least some of them. But he said there are 19, and by 5 p.m. tomorrow, so within 48 hours, all those currencies that will be used in redemption appointments will have revalued in preparation for the release of the liquidity of the funds, plus the 4B notifications. Okay. Now, he didn't really mention the fines and penalties, the farm claims, all of that. That is ongoing and will continue to be ongoing. Now, basically, from my understanding, is once they begin, we can receive our notifications. They have to begin in order for us to receive. Now, they may begin only minutes apart. So it could only be 15, 20 minutes from the first one beginning until 4B notifications. You don't have to wait days or weeks. Okay, it literally can be no more than 20 minutes. So we're free to move forward. Now the ZIM, so all your other currencies except the ZIM can be exchanged at an exchange centre or a bank. The ZIM, because it's not in circulation and it doesn't have an agreed upon value, needs to be exchanged at a specialised redemption centre, which could be just a bank manager or a wealth manager or someone who's trained in the redemption process to exchange the ZIM. So that could literally be the redemption centre, is a single room in a bank with somebody who has been specially trained to handle the ZIM and exchange that. Or it could be a specifically set up redemption centre to handle lots of ZIM exchanges and all of that. So he said all the currencies at the redemption appointment, when each of them revalue to their own individual value, it will be the same around the world. So if you're exchanging your dinar in Australia or America or England or Switzerland, it'll be the same rate. And it will be in US dollars and then exchanged to your country's currency. For the ZIM, however, he said it doesn't matter if you have one ZIM note or 1,000 ZIM notes, makes no difference. Because they don't have any value, he said they don't have any value except the paper that they're on. Literally, that's it. He said they're pretty much good for firewood. Because they don't actually have a value at the moment, he said, you are the value. And he said this stops those with greed from becoming the new elite, which we're doing everything to prevent. And he said the higher your frequency, the higher your consciousness, the more love you have within yourself, the more money you will exchange it for. So you are the currency that's exchanging, not the ZIM. You just need the ZIM to get the exchange. Now, what else did he say? So yeah, all the other currencies will have an agreed upon set value, except the ZIM. Okay, the ZIM is based on you. He said 4B people will not receive humanitarian funding at the redemption appointment. You'll just do an exchange. However, if you wish to apply for humanitarian funding later, like a week or so later, then you will be able to contact your Alliance member contact, and you'll be able to set up a different appointment with the Alliance, who will then ask you to present your projects in front of a group of people, Alliance people, project specialists, all of that. And that's when they will offer you X amount of dollars, X amount of funding to cover your projects. Okay. Now, as for the med beds, he said that urgent people that are urgent, that need the med beds urgently, the med bed appointments will be available immediately following the redemption appointment notifications. People with somebody who is urgent within their immediate family, like their carer, will also be able to have a med bed treatment. Those who are not urgent, like myself, would only be waiting like a week or two maximum for to be able to book their appointment. So you'd go to your, if you're not urgent, you'd go to your redemption appointment and you would be able to book your medbed appointment. You'd get the details to book your medbed appointment, and you'd just be waiting like a week, maybe 2 weeks at the most. So within 2 weeks, pretty much everybody would be getting their medbed. Now, the feeling I got as he was explaining this is that, and this is where it's a bit contradictory, okay? So we always were told humanitarians that receive humanitarian funding would get it first. But it looks like things have changed, and this is where it gets a bit contradictory. So we just really have to wait and see, okay? So as far as what he was saying, everybody who goes to a redemption appointment and gets an exchanges their currency, will be able to use the medbeds, but it will be triaged. But at the same time, he was hinting, didn't say it outright, but this is where it gets a bit contradictory. He was hinting that those with the higher frequency that exchanges the ZIM in particular for the, for the more dollars, so the higher the frequency, the closer you are, or the more quicker you'll get your medbed. It's like you'll take priority. But don't quote me on that, okay? Don't quote me on that. So I need to get clarification on the medbed procedure now, okay? I need to get more information regarding that. So just take everything with a grain of salt, but know one thing is for absolute certain: Earth is now free to revalue in a safe manner, or as safe as we can, and it is also now free to roll out the medbeds in a safe manner. So it's all good news. It's all bloody brilliantly amazing news, okay? So just relax and get yourself prepared, because I do believe, and this gentleman absolutely believes, he said, by our calculations and by the current prominent timeline, the most likely timeline to occur, redemption appointment notifications are this weekend. And he said that is the most prominent. He said, can I guarantee it? No, because we're always shifting timelines. He said, but right now, the most prominent likely timeline is to receive redemption appointment notifications sometime this weekend. Okay? So it's not quite time to celebrate yet, but it is time to get bloody excited and have some fun. Okay? Take care, everyone. I will talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, when the Venusian High Council member said that the ZIM bonds were worthless, he meant that they are uncirculated, meaning they do not have a set value like the other currencies that are currently in use, right? Because they're not currently in use, they don't actually revalue. They don't have a set value. Okay, so either the Alliance has to make up a value, or you are the value. It's not like you go to an exchange center and say, I have $100 note, can you exchange this in US dollars, or can you exchange this to dong, or something like that. It doesn't have a value. Now, it's not the bank managers or the wealth managers that will read your frequency. It's the computers they're using. The computers they're using that is doing it. The quantum computer that is setting up your accounts and doing your exchange is what is reading your frequency. This is not a simple exchange. For every other currencies, it will be a blanket, here is the exchange. For the ZIM, because it has no value, meaning it doesn't have a set rate right now, so you are the rate. The quantum computer, while you're doing your exchange and checking your other currencies, will be reading your frequency. The bank managers and wealth managers and exchange people won't even know, probably, that the quantum computer is doing this. Okay? It'll just come up with a number on the screen for humanitarian funds, okay? So it is confusing, but this is why so many people say, no, no one's gonna read your frequency. That's right, no one is going to read your frequency. It is the quantum computer. That's what the quantum system does. It's based on vibrational frequency. Okay, if you have a low frequency, the bank isn't just going to go and give you trillions of dollars. If you have a low frequency people are usually scammers. They're usually people that steal. They're usually people that take advantage of others. How would the bank manager know that? They're not just going to give you millions and millions of dollars. Okay? So no, you are correct. You guys are correct. No one is going to read your frequency. That's because it's the quantum computer that does it. Not anybody else. No one has that power over you, but the quantum computer does, because the quantum computer does not lie. It's not based on thoughts, feelings, manipulation, emotions, all of that. It's based on fact. Okay? So as you're doing your exchange and you're talking to your exchange person, that computer that they're looking at is getting a very accurate reading of your frequency, of who you are. Are you responsible? Are you respectable? Can you be trusted with this money? Or are you just going to go and blow it like most people do with lotto? Okay? You won't even know it's being done. And unless the bank people are told, they're not going to know. They're just told, use this computer for the exchange. They don't need to know that it's reading your frequency. All right? So let's stop thinking traditional, old exchanges with technology that is off-world and so much more advanced that we can't even comprehend. Because what goes on in those quantum computers that they're going to be doing the exchanges on is beyond most people's imaginations, including the exchange people, unless they've actually been told what is happening. And they're in a need-to-know basis, and they don't need to know that it's reading your frequency. They don't need to know that. Okay? So, if I'm completely wrong, then you've lost nothing and gained everything by working on yourself and raising your frequency as high as you possibly can. So, if Kerri-Ann Thornton's Skye Prince is wrong, who cares? You've gained everything by being more prepared than you could possibly ever be by just simply thinking it's a simple exchange. Because when it comes to the Zim, there's nothing simple about it. Okay?
Majeed posted on X at 6:02 a.m. February 1st, 2025. Just imagine living in Kurdistan, Iraq. Just imagine your government willingly send $10 billion to Iran, plus the smuggled oil to Iran, for no reason at all. While hard-working people in Kurdistan work their asses off for a whole month, by the end of the month, the Iraqi government would say, yeah, I know you worked hard, but I don't see you deserve your salary to be paid that early. Let me delay your salary for a month or two. Just imagine an employee in Kurdistan. People in Kurdistan been suffering the same pain for 10 years. These people have kids at home to feed. Zoom news. A teacher on hunger strike outside the UN office in Suleimani suffered a worsening health condition during a press conference as protesters continued demanding overdue salaries and the implementation of a court ruling to digitalize payments through Iraq state-owned banks amid decade-long financial crisis.
ئەریانین و بۆ پاڵپشتیشان لێرەین و دڵنیابن ئێمە بۆ یەک ساتیش تەنازول لە خواست و خواستیەکانی ئەوان ناکەین و هەوڵیشین ڕەزامەندی هەموو هێزەکانی بۆ بەدەستبێنین. زۆر سپاس دووبارە و دەستخۆشیدان یەکین مامۆسانی بەڕێز ئێمە ممنونی هەموودانی لێمە سپاسانەکەین و خۆمان بە قەرزانیەوەی بەڕێززانین هەتا ماوین ئەمساین کە ئەمەیکەیەوە ئیکرد ئەوانی لە ڕابردووە کردوتانە هەمووی دەرەنجامی ئەوەیە کە ئێوە دڵسۆزن بۆ میلەتەکەتان ئێوە دڵسۆزن بۆ بیرکردنەوە بۆ ژیانی میلەتەکەتان ئێوەش پاڵپشتی تەواومان هەیە هەر شتێکیش پێتان وایە کە ئێمە بێن شوێنەوەی کە ئێوەی بەڕێزەسانن ئێمە هەوڵانەمان داوە چه هەوڵێکی تر بە باش ێزانت ئێمە وەکو خزمەتکارێکی فەرمانبەران و چەمبەران و مامۆستایان بزانن ئەو کۆبوونەوەی ئەمڕۆ لە هەرێم لە بەقا بەسێ بۆ چارەسەرکردنی کێشەی موچەوە پێم وای ئەسەر پێکردنەوە ئێمە باوەڕمان وایە هەموو کۆبوونەوەی بۆ چارەسەرکردنی کێشەنان کێشەیەک بنەوەە کێشەی موچەکانی گرنگە کەچین چارەسەری ستراتێژی پێبێ واز لە بەنجکردنێرە واز لە سەبکردنێرە بۆ دوماوەی
Oh, poor man. Vicky, hope he is going to be okay. Sickening that the citizens need to do this just to get the attention of Parliament, like our Gov, supposedly working for citizens, but they get so rich while doing it, and we get very little benefit, if any, from what they do. Majeed on X, posted 11:47 p.m. 30th of January 2025. Come on, Trump. It is time to squeeze the life out of these corrupted government in Iraq. Drop the oil prices so they get cornered and not be able to pay salaries next week until they revalue. This will force Iraq to pass the budget and have nowhere to go but to revalue. Bring on the heat. Financial juice. Trump, I'm making a determination on oil tonight. Gosh, can't wait till this is all over. Zoom News, posted January 31st, 2025, 1:16 p.m. Breaking. Kurdistan Region's Minister of Finance, Awad Sheikh Janab, has described the meeting with the Iraqi Ministry of Finance as positive, expressing hope that funds will be released for the Kurdistan region on Sunday, while also stating that they discussed the technical issues surrounding the region's civil servants and pensioners' payroll. This is an awesome post by Smooth Ray on X, posted at 5:12 a.m. January 31st, 2025. Alert, Iraq. I see a lot of distraction, confusion, misinformation coming from Iraq news articles, government on both sides of the aisle, advisors, economists, ex-politicians, etc., etc. Guys, it's happening on purpose, by design, to keep you away from this investment, frustrated, and to throw in the towel. The US Treasury is there for a reason. The World Banks need this liquidity ASAP. Stay humble, focused, and remove yourself emotionally. Let's see what happens this upcoming Sunday with them, stating they will be voting approving the budget. Actions speaks louder than words. The Central Bank of Iraq has no choice but to increase the dinar exchange rate for the 2025 budget, in my opinion. And he comments further, alert Iraq. Trump is forcing Iraq CBI. The Finance Committee of the Iraqi Council of Representatives made it clear on Friday that it is waiting for the Iraqi government to send the 2025 budget tables for approval. And while it expected the date of the launch of employee bonuses and promotions according to the applicable schedule, it confirmed that bonuses and promotions are a natural right for employees on the Ministry of Finance. Alert, alert. Remember, the Iraqi Parliament, House of Representatives, HOR, is waiting to receive the budget files from Iraq Council of Minister, COM, before it gets to Parliament for them to approve the budget tables, schedules, the CBI must first increase the Iraq dinar rate. That's the entire hold-up with them playing patty cake with one another. Big Brother Iran wants Iraq to continue using the dollar, transferring to Iran on the black market for criminal activities around the world. Trump and new administration is saying no. What does TF stand for? Trump and new administration is saying no. TF. What does TF stand for? You will not continue using our dollar because of sanctions executive order put in place to stop the dollar from entering Iraq to fully squeeze Iraq economy, on top of the lower gas price, and pressure the CBI to increase the Iraq dinar rate, and therefore force the HOR to finally pass the budget for a smooth transition and trickle-down effect into the world and Iraq economy to finally provide their citizens purchasing power they have lacked for over 2 decades. CBI has no choice but to give Iraq citizens and outside investors what we've all been waiting for, which is the new exchange rate. Life is only as good as your mindset.